swasakam patrirekam kakantha stita graivam damodaram bhaktivara. Svalilabir anandatunde Svagosham nimajantam kyapayantam Svalilabir anandatunde Svagosham nimajantam kyapayantam Tidrik Svalilabir anandatunde Svagosham nimajantam kyapayantam Tadeyeshikagnesha bhaktarjitatam Gunakrema kastam satarvritibande Shikagneshu bhaktarjitatam Gunakrema kastam satarvritibande Param deva moksham na mokshavadimha na chanyam drineham varisharapiha Idam teva purnata gopala balam Sadame manasya virastam kimanyay Idam deva purnata gopala balam Sadame manasya virastam kimanyay Idam te mukham bojam avyaktanilaya Nittam kuntalaisnigdarattaischa gotra Idam te mukham bojam Kripadristi vristyate dinambatanu Vihanesha mamadhyam idyakshi drisha Kripadristi vristyate dinambatanu Vihanesha mamadhyam idyakshi drisha Padristi vristyate dinambatanu Vihanesha mamadhyam idyakshi drisha Kuver atmajau badamutyaiva yadva Dayamochita bhakti bhajau pitaka Tatha prema bhaktim swakam me prayacha Namokshe grahome stidhamodareha Namaste to Dhamne Spuradiptidhamne Padiyodaraya ta Vishvashadhamne Namaste to Dhamne Namaste to Dhamne Spuradiptidhamne Padiyodaraya ta Vishvashadhamne Namo Radhikaya Tadiya Priyaya Yasoda Diyolukala Davamanam Param Vistamadyan Tato Diktavuja Yayo Radha Damodara Damodara Radha Damodara Damodara Jayo Radha Damodara Damodara Bolo Radhe 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 Jai 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 Shri Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Shri Radha Damodarashtakam Ke Radha Damodarashtakam Ke Radha Damodarashtakam Ke Srila Prabhupada Ke Srila Prabhupada Ke Srila Prabhupada Ke Jai Premanande
This one is better. Oh, that's better. Okay. So let me just. Hare Krishna, everyone. Hare Krishna. So, as you know, this is the special holy month of Karthik, Damodar month, and today is the first day that we are celebrating this. So, for every day this month, we will have a special series of Krishna Katha classes here in the temple room, just half an hour from about 6:30 to 7. So it'll be on a different pastime, a different topic from Krishna's pastimes. So today we have with us Antaranga Prabhu, who will be giving us a little story of the advent of Krishna. Now, as you know, we are here in this beautiful temple of Radha Gokulanandas, and this month is a month of devotion. And it is said that any devotional offerings that we make in this month, we get many, many times the spiritual benefit that we would normally get. So we are encouraging everyone to make some special effort this month, to offer a diva to Krishna, to read something from Krishna's sacred literature, to show some kindness to someone, distribute some prasadam, accept some prasadam. In this way we can demonstrate to Krishna that we very much appreciate all the kindness he has shown to us in our lives. And we will seek his blessings, and ultimately seek his blessings to help us overcome the problems that we have in this world, the problems of birth, old age, disease, and death. So this is a very, very special month. So for just half an hour, just immerse yourself, just listen to this wonderful story, this wonderful katha, and we will be doing this every day for the next month. So you can come. We will start offering candles at 4:30 p.m. every single day. Then from 6:30 to 7 we'll have a little class, and then once again, when the curtains open at 7 o'clock, you'll have another chance to offer a candle. Hare Krishna.
Okay, Hare Krishna everyone. We're going to sing one very nice prayer before we start. It's called Jaya Radha Madhava. Prabhupada was saying that within this song, within this bhajan, Jaya Radha Madhava, everything is encapsulated, right? Krishna's pastimes at Yamuna, Krishna's pastimes at Govardhan, Krishna's connection with Mother Yashoda. So it's a very beautiful pastimes. Do you know the words? No? Okay, let's see how it goes. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. And you say the same line. Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Gopi Jana Vallabha. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Yashoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana. Yashoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Yashoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jai Shri Radha Madhava Ki. Okay, so within a Krishna book, basically the theme is, let's kind of come closer to the pastimes of Krishna. And what is the first pastime in the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam? Or in general, what is the first pastime in basically Krishna's pastimes? Does anyone know? How everything starts in the beginning. Appearance of Krishna, right? So the first pastime we're going to be discussing is actually how Krishna came to this world, where did he appear, what were the personalities present, what actually happened, and how Krishna appeared. Does anyone know where actually Krishna appeared, the location, the exact location? There's one city or one place, it starts with M, and it's next to Vrindavan. Sorry? Out loud? Mathura? Is it Mathura? Exactly. So the place is called Mathura. It's a very beautiful, very special place. Actuality, I'm going to confess a bit. Just recently, 3 days, 4 days ago, I had a good privilege. I actually came from Vrindavan, and it was a very special time. And as you know, Mathura is very, very close. So today we're going to be discussing the appearance of Krishna. So let me ask you a question. How do you feel? Shall we do a bit of philosophy, or shall we venture down the road of rasa or the pastimes? Rasa. Okay, we have one opinion. There's rasa. What do you prefer more? Bit of leelas, pastimes?
So just for 5 minutes, we've got some important guests.
Okay.
Just keep it mellow.
Mellow. Okay.
Just tell the story for 10 minutes.
All right. So let's go down the storyline. So in initial chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, there's description of when Krishna appeared, what is the circumstances, right? We try to, in our life, we always try to invoke auspiciousness, or auspicious sort of a circumstances, so everything is wonderful, everything is bona fide, and everything is pleasant, right? We try to find a house in the right neighborhood. We try to find a house which is close to school, close to hospital. Everything needs to be done in a correct fashion, right? But interesting enough, when Krishna appears, everything becomes auspicious. Let's say if there's something which is not quite right, by Krishna's presence and by Krishna's appearance, everything becomes auspicious. So it is said in that specific time, right, you have the moon. And the moon ventures through certain cycles or through certain periods. And it's said that when Krishna appeared, it shouldn't be a full moon. At that specific time, it should not be a full moon. But because Krishna appeared in the dynasty of the moon, of the Chandra, the moon became very jubilant and he appeared. He basically jumped the cycle and became a full moon. So the different acharyas, the different devotees, they're actually saying that this is because every single, even in the planet, is a personality, and he tried to reciprocate with the Lord. So obviously we know that Krishna appeared from the womb of Devaki, and the father was Vasudeva. So a very interesting point was mentioned by the devotees commenting on Srimad Bhagavatam, that the transition of, we know how, obviously this is not a biology lesson, we know how babies come to earth, right? There's a certain process to it. But when Krishna appears, the real sort of a process of birth was that Vasudeva, the father of Krishna, he was within his heart, within his mind, within his consciousness, Krishna appeared. Krishna inspired Vasudeva. And then what Vasudeva did, he actually started speaking Krishna Katha. He started speaking the beautiful narrations and the pastimes of the Supreme Lord to Devaki. And within this Katha, within this something which we called in our tradition, like initiation happened. And Vasudeva, sort of through the Katha, through the sound vibration, he transmitted the message, not only the message, but Krishna personified unto the heart of Devaki. So, that was nice. So he transmitted Krishna through the narration about the pastimes of Krishna. And in this way, Mother Devaki, she became blessed within the womb of with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Let me ask you a question. Do you know the name of the elder brother of Krishna? Sorry? Balaram. Yes, that's very much true. It's Balaram. And interesting is that before Krishna appears, whenever Krishna appears, there's always that personality of Balaram who makes the auspicious arrangements. So in the womb of Devaki, the senior brother, the older brother, was Balaram, and he appeared in a form of something which we call Shesha. So Shesha is a Amsa, or basically incarnation of Balaram, and he created within the womb of Devaki, imagine, within the womb of Devaki, Balaram created almost like a sitting place, slippers, shoes, all the different paraphernalias for Krishna to appear. So Balaram became all the paraphernalias for the worship of the Lord. So first Balaram appeared, and then Krishna appeared as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, as Vasudev. He appeared within the womb of Devaki. And this divine appearance, I would like to read you one very nice sort of a extrapolation about appearance of Balaram. This is from a very special book. Yoga Maya had destroyed the 7-month embryo in the womb of... And this is kind of a secret things, so pay attention. Bit of philosophy. Yoga Maya, which is basically the illusion, right, had destroyed the 7-month embryo in the womb of Rohini. So Rohini is the actual mother of Balaram. You follow? Right? Rohini. She's the actual mother of Balaram. Shri Shri Radha Gokulananda ki. Shri Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman ki. Shri Shri Gaurnitai ki. Yoga Maya had destroyed the 7-month embryo in the womb of Rohini and transferred embryo from the womb of Devaki. After the 14th month of pregnancy, arrangements showed that Balaram was slightly older than Krishna. Rohini gave birth to Balaram. After the birth of Balaram, until the birth of his younger brother, there was dullness. It is said that in the whole of Mathura and Vrindavan, all the residents been very dull, very sad, very upset. It was like there was something missing in their life. The only remedy was when Mother Yashoda took Balaram on her lap so he could feel Krishna in the heart of Mother Yashoda. So this is interesting. Balaram was very upset for that period which sort of separated him from Krishna himself. So the only remedy to make Balaram happy again is that Mother Yashoda took Balaram on her lap and make him hear. He put the ear and the head on the womb of Mother Yashoda. So there's another interesting kind of a description that everyone could see that the 8-armed master of Vaikuntha appeared and merged in the body of Lord Krishna. Okay, this is a bit of esoteric stuff, right? Who thinks that Krishna was born in Mathura? Hands up. Don't be shy. It's okay. Who thinks Krishna appeared in Vrindavan? So, what do you think? So where did Krishna appear? Is it Mathura? Is it Vrindavan? What do you think? Someone asked you a question. Where does Krishna appear? Where is he from? Is it Mathura Basi? Is it Vrajabasi? Where is he from? Well, this is the interesting thing. Krishna, when he appeared in Mathura, he's called Vasudev Krishna, right? Because our scriptures, they say very interesting thing. And that thing is, Krishna never leaves Vrindavan. Krishna never ventures outside of Vrindavan. How can we reconcile this? This is a very esoteric, interesting point. And the answer is that Krishna expands. And the expansion is called Vasudev Krishna. So the one who appeared in Mathura with those 4 arms, that's called Vasudev Krishna. Why? Because Krishna never has 4 arms, right? How can Krishna play with his cowherd friends and be considered just an ordinary human if he had 4 arms? Doesn't make sense. How can he cowherd the cows? How can be with the association of the gopis? How can associate with Mother Yashoda if Krishna had 4 arms? That's very much all in reverence. Krishna is not interested in all in reverence. That's the interesting thing. Krishna is not into this opulence. The real opulence, it is said, the real opulence is in Vrindavan. The opulence of grains and milk and wonderful, beautiful Govardhan. It is said the true wealth of Vrindavan is within Govardhan. Govardhan was actually offering jewels, valuable minerals, posturing grounds for the cows, caves for the sadhus to kind of do their bhajan there. So the real appearance of Krishna, or Vasudev Krishna is in Mathura, is the appearance of 4-armed form. But we know the pastime, right? Vasudev, the father of Krishna, he took baby Krishna. You've seen many of these pictures, right? it was Vasudev, he holding baby Krishna, and he was sheltered by this big snake called Anantashesh. And they've been crossing Yamuna River. And this Yamuna River, she was very turbulent. She was very intense in that specific period. And as Vasudev, the father of Krishna, was entering Vrindavan, and this is where the esoteric part comes. The acharyas are saying, then the master of Svetadweep merged suddenly in the body of Sri Krishna, the one who was actually born in Vrindavan. Lord Ramachandra with his consort Mother Sita merged in the body of Lord Krishna. It is said, the acharyas are saying that all the different incarnations which we worship, either it's Ramachandra, Mother Sita, Nrsingadev, Vamada, Varaha, you name them, all of them actually reside within the body of Rajanandana, Krishna from Vrindavan. So the real appearance of Krishna is not in Mathura. The real appearance of Krishna is always in Vrindavan. And our acharyas are saying that he kind of appeared from the womb of Mother Yashoda rather than from the womb of Mother Devaki. Does it kind of break any conceptions about from your tradition? Does it break any conceptions about where we think actually Krishna appeared? And the esoteric answer is that Krishna never leaves Vrindavan and he always appears only in Vrindavan. So this is what the acharyas are saying. Would you like to hear some more pastimes? This is going to be a very short one. It's just like literally just a brief sort of explanations. I have some material right here. So when Vasudev, there's another acharya, his name is Vishwan Chakravarti Thakur, and this is named the 4 amazements of Vasudev. So when Vasudev saw baby Krishna being born, having 4 arms, this is what he said. Vasudev was amazed. The first wonder is, how astonishing! Parameshwar, whose darshan, right, when we see the lordships, that means to have darshan or to have audience, whose darshan is hard to achieve, even for the most exalted liberated sages, has descended in my dwelling and has become visible to me, a soul bound by ignorance and bound outwardly by Kamsa, another soul bound in ignorance. So Vasudev's first amazement of Vasudev when he saw Vasudev Krishna, it was like, how astonishing it is. Me who is bound in the chains of King Kamsa. And then in humility, Vasudeva was saying, me bound in ignorance. The Supreme Personality of Godhead appear here. Then the second wonder is, even the Supreme Brahman, who pervades all, has taken birth from a human womb. So he said that Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, seemingly, that was his amazement, seemingly because he was considered Devaki to be another ordinary human being. He said Krishna seemingly appeared from a seemingly ordinary human. Right? Because he had the conception that this is my wife, this is my child. The third wonder of Vasudev. The boy who is already characterized by ornaments such as crown, earrings, various weapons, and armlets has come out of a womb. Obviously, he didn't really come out. He appeared. He manifested. Krishna doesn't sort of come the ordinary human-like way. But he was astonished that this child already have all the ornaments of the Vishnu Tattva, of the Vishnu personalities, right? Different armlets, different earrings. The fourth wonder of Vasudeva was that the primeval Purusha means the enjoyer, the primeval Purusha, who even frightens personified death, because of whom a living being is afraid, has accepted me, who am afraid of fearing Kamsa, of his own father, although he is Bhagavan. So the fourth amazement of Vasudeva is, this person is a fear personified, right? The fear personified is afraid of Krishna, yet he took birth in my dwelling, who I am seemingly afraid of Kamsa. So these are the 4 amazements of Vasudeva. He was amazed, first of all, that Krishna appeared, that he had all these different crowns and all the ornaments of Vishnu. And then he was bewildered that how is it possible that I'm afraid of Kamsa? Yet fear personified is afraid of the Lord, and he appeared in my dwelling. So he was like, who am I? So this only shows the humility of Vasudeva, the father of Krishna. So that's the appearance of the Lord. We don't have really much time. If there are any questions, anyone has any sort of points or anything they wish to discuss or wish to know more about the appearance of Krishna. The reason why we do these series, because as Navadvip Chandra Prabhu was mentioning, in the time of Karthik, it's always good to make an extra effort to go towards Krishna, to understand who Krishna is, to develop relationship with Krishna. So when we offer in candles, we don't offer only piece of light, but what we offer is that we desire to burn through the darkness of ignorance of our consciousness. So the illumination of tattva, or the illumination of philosophy, or the illumination of knowledge can actually pervade through our life. So meditate on that. Next time when you offer a candle to Krishna, think about, what can I do more? How can we better establish our relationship between me and Krishna? And it is said that the real ideal charity is when you feel a bit of a pinch, right? When you do charity, when you give something, you need to feel a bit of a discomfort, if that makes sense, right? That's actually the mood of charity. It is said in Grihastha, in household life, in a traditional way, when the Grihastha, like a family, been taking prasadam or honoring food, first of all, the Grihastha, the householder, the men went out on the street and presented in a traditional way, whoever is hungry, 3 times, whoever is hungry, you can enter my household and you will be fed. So there is a certain hierarchy on how they've been honoring food or prasadam. First of all, the guests. Second, the children, the women, and the elderly. And then, last, the householder itself. He was taking all the remnants, whatever was leftovers. So what does he mean? He was performing charity, and in that charity, he had to feel that I will just accept whatever comes by providence. If my guests eat everything, if the mothers will take everything, if the children or the elderly eat everything, I will just fast for the day. So when we go in front of the Lord, it's nice to kind of develop sort of a mood or giving a certain vow for this month of Karthik. It doesn't need to be something like, I'll eat once a day, or I will, chant 192 rounds, or I'll read whole Srimad Bhagavatam in 1 month. But something which in the end of the month you feel that I did something. I felt that slight discomfort for the pleasure of the Lord. Does it make sense? That's what we call vrata, or a vow. So one of the reasons which the acharyas are commenting, that the reason why Krishna appeared, obviously we know, to protect his devotees, to re-establish dharma, and to punish the miscreants, but simultaneously for the future generation to install opportunities for us to develop taste. Not just taste for gulab jamuns or taste for samosas, but actually taste to hear the narration of his pastimes, like the appearance one. So here in Bhaktivedanta Manor, our humble offering for this month of Karthik is that every evening in this time, for half an hour, 35 minutes, we will go through Krishna book, or basically 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, and every single day a different speaker will present a pastime. It's going to be different pastimes, pastime of Krishna killing the demons, pastimes of Krishna performing his unique leelas in Vrindavan, whatever it may be. And in this way we may actually develop desire, taste, and hankering for associating with these leelas, which Krishna descended for us to be attracted to. So there are different levels to these leelas. One of them is that we should approach them with some kind of a level of knowledge and understanding. Otherwise, what may happen is that we will perceive them from a very mundane perspective. So recently I said I came from Vrindavan, and there are different, or even outside of Vrindavan rather said, there are different opinions on what was Krishna doing, who Krishna was, and certain validity of Krishna performing certain pastimes. right? And was he mature to do these pastimes? Was it bona fide for Krishna to perform these pastimes? So what we try to present is that we should see these leelas from a correct perspective. And our correct perspective is foremost through the lenses of our founder Acharya A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, and furthermore from Acharyas like Sanatana Goswami, Jiva Goswami, Baladevi Debhushan, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. And this way we have a correct understanding on the philosophy behind these leelas. So someone can say Krishna is a human being because he took birth from the womb of Devaki. Well, that's not correct. We just described the actual system of transmission, or how Vasudev, quote unquote, impregnated Devaki through giving diksha or initiation by speaking Krishna Katha. So how in a non-mundane way Krishna was conceived. That's a very important part of our philosophy. Then another part which we kind of touched upon is how Krishna appeared. It was not normal traditional birth. It was actually appearance. That's why we discuss Krishna's appearance day. That's why we have Janmashthamis. So this philosophy is very unique and very important for us to assimilate and understand. Any questions so far? Or anything you wish to share? Any realizations from Krishna's appearance? No need to be shy. No? Okay. So I will continue. I'll just kind of read one interesting point. This is from the words of one of our acharyas. His name is Baladevi Debhushan. He said, Hari is the legitimate son of Yashoda, like he is legitimate son of Devaki. For instance, Yashoda, Nanda's wife, Yashoda, Nanda's wife, only understood that there was a birth. Being fatigued and her memory hampered by sleep, she did not know the child's gender. So Mother Yashoda in Vrindavan, because she gave birth, she actually gave birth originally to someone or personality called Durga or Yoga Maya. Actually, Mother Yashoda gave birth to Yoga Maya. But as I mentioned, when Vasudev in Mathura took Krishna, there was kind of like exchange, right? He put baby Krishna in Vraja, and he took Yoga Maya back to Mathura. And Yoga Maya was the one who kind of approached Kamsa and established and tell him that, look, the birth of death personified of you already appeared in a different location in Vrindavan Dham. So, without making it too esoteric, without going too much in depth, I'll kind of finish here. There are much more qualified speakers coming, days to come. So whenever you come, please offer candles and maybe hear a bit of Krishna Katha, which will nicely narrate all the different variety of pastimes, just to bring us closer to Krishna at this time. So devotees are already coming in preparation for darshan and for the arati. So thank you so much for coming to Bhaktivedanta Manor. The darshan will start in 7 minutes. In the meantime, you can chant around, or you can just sit, contemplate what can be your vrata or offering for this month. And thank you very much for coming to Bhaktivedanta Manor. It's our great pleasure and privilege to host you and be of some service. And hope you have a good and wonderful Karthik. Srila Prabhupada ki, Transcendental Book Distribution ki, Jai. Karthik Vrata ki, Hare Krishna.
We are also.
Okay, yeah. So you're singing the seven.
No, she's.
जय श्री श्रद्धा गोकुलानंद की जय, सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जय, श्री गौरताय की जय, श्री यशोदा दामोदर की जय। Prabhupada ki jai. Namameshwaram Sachi Anandarupam Lasakundalam Gokule Rajamana. Namameshwaram Sachi Anandarupam Rasakundalam Gokule Rajamana. Ananyam Rineham Vareshadapiha Idam Deva Puranatha Gopalabala Sada me manasya virastam kimanye Idam Deva Puranatha Gopalabala Sada me manasya virastam kimanye Idam te mukham bhojam atyantanile Itam kuntalai snigdhaya prascharobhya Idam te mukham bhojam atyantanile Itam kuntalai snigdhaya prascharobhya Muhashchumbitam bimbaraktadharam me Manascha virastam alam lakshadave Muhashchumbitam bimbaraktadharam me Manascha virastam alam lakshadave Namo Deva Damodarashtakam Vishnu Prasida Pramodu Namo Deva Damodarashtakam Vishnu Prasida Pramodu Kripadrishti Vishyati Dinam Bhatanu Grihane Shamamadhyame Dakshidrishe Kripadrishti Vishyati Dinam Bhatanu Grihane Shamamadhyame Dakshidrishe Yashoda whose form is the embodiment of eternal existence, knowledge, and bliss, whose shark-shaped earrings are swinging to and fro, who is beautifully shining in the divine realm of Gokula, who, due to the offense of breaking the pot of yogurt that his mother was churning into butter, and then stealing the butter that was kept hanging from a swing, is quickly running from the wooden grinding mortar in fear of Mother Yashoda, but who has been caught from behind by her, who ran after him with greater speed. To that Supreme Lord Sri Damodar, I offer my humble obeisances. Seeing the whipping stick in his mother's hand, he is crying and rubbing his eyes again and again with his two lotus hands. His eyes are filled with fear, and the necklace of pearls around his neck, which is marked with 3 lines like a conch shell, is shaking because of his quick breathing due to crying. To this Supreme Lord Sri Damodar, whose belly is bound not with ropes but with his mother's pure love, I offer my humble obeisances. By such childhood pastimes as this, he is drowning the inhabitants of Gokula in pools of ecstasy, and is revealing to those devotees who are absorbed in knowledge of his supreme majesty and opulence that he is only conquered by devotees whose pure love is imbued with intimacy and is free from all conceptions of awe and reverence. With great love, I again offer my obeisances to Lord Damodar hundreds and hundreds of times. O Lord, although you are able to give all kinds of benedictions, I do not pray to you for the boon of impersonal liberation, nor the highest liberation of eternal life in Vaikuntha, nor any other boon which may be obtained by executing the 9 processes of bhakti. O Lord, I simply wish that this form of yours as Balagopal in Vrindavan may ever be manifest in my heart, for what is the use to me of any other boon besides this? O Lord, your lotus face, which is encircled by locks of soft black hair tinged with red, is kissed again and again by Mother Yashoda, and your lips are reddish like the bimba fruit. May this beautiful vision of your lotus face be ever manifest in my heart. Thousands and thousands of other benedictions are of no use to me. O Supreme Godhead, I offer my obeisances unto you. O Damodar, O Ananta, O Vishnu, O Master, O my Lord, be pleased upon me. By showering your glance of mercy upon me, deliver this poor ignorant fool who is immersed in an ocean of worldly sorrows and become visible to my eyes. O Lord Damodar, just as the 2 sons of Kuvera, Manigriva and Nalakuvera, were delivered from the curse of Narada and made into great devotees by you in your form as a baby tied with rope to a wooden grinding mortar, in the same way please give to me your own prema bhakti. I only long for this and have no desire for any kind of liberation. O Lord Damodar, I first of all offer my obeisances to the brilliantly effulgent rope which binds your belly. I then offer my obeisances to your belly, which is the abode of the entire universe. I humbly bow down to your most beloved Srimati Radharani, and I offer all obeisances to you, the Supreme Lord, who displays unlimited pastimes. Jai Radha Damodar ki Jai, Shri Damodar ki.
Namaste Narasingaya Namaste Narasingaya Jaya की पंचराक्षक प्रहलाद महाराज की जगत गुरु शिल प्रभुपाद की चरित गौरा प्रेमानंदे हरि नाम संकीर्तन यज्ञ की वैष्णव संघ वैष्णव सेव की
He can teach you. He will teach you perfectly.
Mesmerizing.
game. They didn't even ask any questions. You know what I mean? Someone just take him home.
Right to Krishna, and then you learn that. Ask Krishna to be your teacher.
Yes.
And that's what I did. Yeah, I always, in front of Dev, I always pray, please, Krishna, you are my teacher. You teach me. But then he was getting fed up as well, because I was playing very bad. So I was bad for his ear. He tolerated.
Shave, and I'm actually growing my hair to bridge that my dreadlock jacket, so I want to be a customer on the app.